Hey, Chandler here with the Daily Movie News Roundup. There was one story that really caught my attention over the last 24 hours, and, well, I'll just read it to you. Yesterday, Deadline put out an article with this headline: Shazam! To split into two films, Dwayne Johnson to star as Black Adam. The first line reads, the new line DC property Shazam has morphed into two pictures. Black Adam has proved vibrant enough to become its own film to star Dwayne Johnson. Now, we talked about this just a few days ago, but a few years back, they cast Dwayne The Rock Johnson to play Black Adam in a Shazam film, and we've heard nothing for like 2 years, 3 years. I'm not quite sure how long, but it's been years. We heard nothing. Then a few days ago, he posts that he was in a creative meeting. He's excited. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be so dark, and he loves the tonal change. People got excited about this. So now if Deadline is to be trusted, and they're pretty trustworthy, we're going to get two movies in the Shazamverse, which may or may not be a part of the DCEU. And I'm just going to put this bluntly. That means we're now going to get two movies instead of one movie that nobody was asking for. I don't know how else to put it. Like, you can find people that are comic booky that are like, oh yeah, I love Shazam. Oh man, he's pretty cool. He's a fun character. I liked him in this one cartoon. Oh, he was great in Kingdom Come. Oh, remember the TV show? And they'll say stuff and they reference individual small things. Sure, Kingdom Come's a great graphic novel with Alex Ross artwork. Sure, of course it is. And then you can reference maybe this one thing. But there's a reason that he's sprinkled into other things, and you can tell the great story with Shazam and Black Adam. There's a reason that they haven't been pushing to have a cartoon series for him, a TV show series for him. There's a reason that as soon as they do Green Arrow, people start going, oh, I wonder when they're going to work in, and they list off 20 characters they hope are going to show up, and they never mention Shazam. There's a reason when they do Supergirl, immediately people are like, oh, I hope that Superman shows up, and they're not like, I can't wait until Shazam shows up for his story arc. There's a reason for all of that, and that's that he's not a character that's really beloved. He's like a spice character at best. But to the average person, they don't know who he is and that his name is Billy, and they don't know that Black Adam and how all that ties together. I barely know any of that stuff, and I can be kind of nerdy and comic booky and own Kingdom Come and have read it, and I barely could describe who he is to you because he's a weird character from a long time ago that for some reason still exists, and occasionally studios that are looking for properties bring his name up. Somehow he got brought up. The Rock somehow got attached to this deal, and that's the only reason we're still talking about it. That's the only reason they'd be like, man, this Shazam idea that nobody wants, let's cut that in two and give us two movies, not just one movie. It's one of these ones I just look at it and I go, what? Of all the things to go, let's make it into two, Shazam? My mind is blown at the level to which the DC people are experimenting with weird twists on Superman, and let's make him dark and take the hope out of him, even though it says his name means hope. And let's have Batman kill people, and let's do a Harley Quinn movie, and and they do every weird idea before they come up and just do basic level. Let's just do it right. Let's have a nice, fun superhero world, and Batman can be dark, but maybe let's not have him as a serial killer, and let's have Superman be the hopeful, so there's actual contrast between the two of them. And let's tell these normal stories before we turn weird, before we have an odd take on it. No, they just want to start with weird right out of the gate. They didn't take that, with Marvel, they did 8 movies, then they're like, let's experiment and do Guardians of the Galaxy. They figured out the formula, then they went weird. DC can't figure anything out, and they're like, 2 Shazam movies, that's a great idea. My mind is blown. I like The Rock. I'll probably like these 2 Shazam movies with a Black Adam spinoff. I'll probably enjoy them. I'll go see them. And even if this channel's not running, sure, I'll be there. But why would we do this instead of all the other things we could do? Of all the stories to tell, why this one? Why are we trying to work on Cyborg, Flash, Aquaman, 2 Shazam movies, and not just let's pick 2 of those, get them right, and then move forward. Why are they doing so many things and none of them well? Going back to this whole Ben Affleck thing, where Ben Affleck can't seem to decide if he is or is not going to write and direct and star in the Batman. And then 2 weeks after, he's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely doing it. The next week, 2 Shazam movies. they're just all over the place. Like they just had a hat and they wrote movie ideas on it and director picks and they put them in the hat and they're just throwing it up in there and picking them out of there. And just, let's do the Shazam movie and Black Adam. That's what this feels like. It doesn't feel like any direction, any cohesiveness. It's just them throwing ideas out there at random. That's my take on it. I get a little excited about things, but how about you? Let's talk in the comment section, because I don't want to just talk about Shazam and Black Adam and The Rock playing him in 2 movies, not just 1. I want to talk with you about Shazam, Black Adam, and The Rock playing him in not 1 but 2 movies. What do you think about it? Is this as weird to you as it is to me? Does this seem so incoherent? Talk me off the ledge. I know at least one person's probably going to watch this that has at least some defense for it. Try and convince me, why do we need 2 Shazam movies, not just 1 Shazam movie? Or why do we need any Shazam movies at all? I'm not tracking. If you're new to my channel and you enjoyed this little rant about us getting 2 Shazam movies, please consider clicking that subscribe button. I do during the week a daily movie news roundup. That's what this is right here that you're watching. I also do 3-4 movie reviews each week, as well as a live show on Sunday, so I can interact back and forth with you guys, take your questions, have some fun, bring some of my buddies on there from time to time. But really, I like to talk movies, and I want to talk movies with you, and so I love it so much that you're here. Let's talk in the comment section, and thank you for watching.